On a hot and humid Saturday evening in South Carolina, USL Championship action gives us a high-stakes match with East versus West as FC Tulsa comes to town to do battle with Charleston Battery. Greetings to all. With Ryan Davis, I'm David Gascon. Thank you for joining us. We first take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, where Charleston right now sits in 5th position, but well off the mark from where Tampa Bay is today.
But you know what? That 2-2 draw in our land last, actually just this Wednesday gone, it was a statement game for this battery, a sense of belief going on for the rest of the season. So yes, they're off the pace, but the belief is there.
Tonight's player to watch is presented by Soccer 5, and it's forward Colton Swong at Charleston Battery. He's got 8 goals this year, 5 in league play. Ryan, what has impressed you the most about his game?
Efficiency. He has 2 goals per game on target. So when the ball actually gets to him, his movements are efficient. He doesn't waste a lot. He has fantastic technique to get it on for him.
Things a little bit different out west for FC Tulsa, the reigning Western Conference champs, and they have been every bit as good as advertised here in a brand new year. Sitting right now in 3rd position. Not too much comfort because you look at the difference between 3rd and 8th place. Still, they got a lot of room to grow.
But grit and determinations are their MO. They concede very few goals per game, which means when they go on the road, they are always in the game. I believe they have the 3rd or 4th best record in the USL on the road, and that's because of their airtight defense. So Charleston have their hands full tonight to break this Tulsa backline.
We look at a midfielder and a Brazilian, Ian Carlos Souza Daniel. Big number 98. You see what the damage he's done this season. Certainly a focal point for FC Tulsa because they lock people down defensively.
And he's brought a presence back there. He's young, he's versatile. He can get forward when he has the ball. He can play the ball out to the back. So the coach really depends on him in that back three to pull his weight.
Charleston has dominated this all-time series matchup with 4 victories and just 1 loss. Izzy Sullivan breaks down Chris Allen's exciting month, including the 100th appearance for him with the Charleston Battery. All that starting laps right around the corner. Charleston Battery and FC Tulsa coming at you next.
More exciting news for Charleston Battery midfielder Chris Allen. I know I just talked about him a couple of weeks ago, but what can we say? It's been an exciting month for the Englishman. Just on Wednesday against the Tampa Bay Rowdies, Chris Allen reached his 100th appearance with the Charleston Battery, which is insane given that he was sidelined with an injury for 287 days and made his return to play on May 30th against Detroit City FC, and just 3 matches later made his 100th appearance with the Battery. When I asked him about his time with the Black and Yellow, he said that he's been chasing the feeling of the 2023 final ever since then, a feeling that he's only experienced with the Charleston Battery. More emotion than I thought that I would get from him. When I asked him about how incredible this moment is for him, he said that it means the world to him to help the Battery continue reaching for that success.
I think that music is a kind of magic. As a therapist, I have seen firsthand what music can do. And because of my lottery-funded life scholarship, I was able to go to school and turn my passion for music into a career that helps others. And that is pretty magical too.
Better support means a better South Carolina, and a better South Carolina means a better you.
Return to the field. Score the winning shot. Beat your personal record. Team up with MUSC Health Sports Medicine for all your sports-related injury care and rehabilitation. MUSC Health is the official sports medicine provider for your favorite local teams. From semi-pro athletes to weekend warriors, our sports medicine team provides state-of-the-art injury prevention, treatment, surgery, and rehabilitation for athletes of all ages. Go where the pros go. Schedule an appointment today.
30 years of covering the Low Country, I know what your home means to you. Hi everyone, I'm Dean Stevens, and when it comes to heating and air or plumbing needs, I call Fix It 24/7. Why? This team is old school, do things the right way, they care. Whatever it takes to get the job done. I've seen it firsthand and why they call it legendary service. Nothing but the best for a legendary city. More than 500 5-star reviews, and I'm obviously not alone in how I feel. The next time you need service, go to fixmyhome247.com and click the Book Now button.
And we are back live here at Patriots Point, Charleston Battery, FC Tulsa, the only matchup between these two sides this season. And tonight's match presented by Mercedes-Benz Vans Charleston, the only U.S. manufacturing plant for Sprinter vans in North America, celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Fix It 24. is anything but a comfortable night right now. 87 degrees is the temperature. Humidity is at 66%. There is a breeze, but all in all, ball will be played, and certainly it's something to look forward to tonight is the battle of attrition. We're now knee-deep into this regular season, and both these teams are gunning for a top spot in the West and the Eastern Conferences. It's going to be a difference as we get down to the September and October months, who's going to have that home field advantage. But for FC Tulsa, they want to continue their trend like they did last season and be dominant. But Charleston Battery, they've had the one-sided advantage over FC Tulsa, winning 4 out of 5 matches, just one defeat that happened back in 2022. Both these teams on the pitch, and this match is officially underway. FC Tulsa will be moving from left to right on the attack. Charleston Battery and the Dart Kits will be moving from right to left on the counter.
You know, just a week ago, this Charleston team locked horns with Pittsburgh Riverhounds in the Prince Cup. They finished 0-0, went to penalties, Charleston won. But it just showed this part of the season, there are no easy games. In the Prince Cup, you thought, okay, maybe we get a weekend off. No, Riverhounds comes in. Then, midweek, Charleston travels to Arlang, the cream of the crop, the toast of the town in the USL, and they eke out a 2-2 draw on the road. It is starting to show their personality. It's starting to show their resilience, which the coach echoes to us every time we have a call with him. This team has a growth mindset, and it shows at this part of the season.
This East versus West matchup is only going to have a one-sided affair when it comes to the home-and-home series encounter, like you would with an Eastern Conference playing against an Eastern Conference side. But a rare one. 3rd place versus 5th place. FC Tulsa in 3rd position. Charleston right now in 5th position in the Eastern Conference. Charleston undefeated at home across all competitions so far in 7 games. 5 victories, no defeats, and a couple draws. Tulsa, though, on the other side of things, 5 matches they've gone unbeaten in league play. And they're on the move right now with Kelly out wide. Messer couldn't get to it, laid up a little bit, but this will be possession still for Charleston Battery.
Well, Messer's always going to be a handful on this left-hand side. His cultured left foot.
Take a peek at Ben Pierman, the head coach of Charleston Battery.
He's so easy to talk to. Every time we get on a call with him, he's just so friendly, engaging, and willing to give information to help the broadcast. And you know what? That kind of bleeds onto the field. The players play with that sort of freedom and that sort of energy as well.
And the Detroit native in his 4th year in charge of Charleston Battery has built this club into a perennial winner and a contender against clubs like Lou City and Tampa Bay Rowdies.
2 teams with completely different MOs. This Charleston team wants to get on the ball. This Tulsa team does not have to get on the ball.
Messer into the box. Nobody in his Dart Kits available at the time, being Martinez with just an easy lob, a routine for Tam Bacchus.
In fact, the possession contrast between these 2 teams so far this season, Charleston 55%, Tulsa 47%. It shows that this Tulsa team, they rather just break up plays in the middle of the park and quick counters to get their goals.
Foul there will go right back to FC Tulsa. When you get a matchup like this where the styles are drastically different, who does that give the advantage to? A club that's more offensive minded or one that's strictly defense and trying to counter?
Well, I think Charleston playing at home in front of their fans in friendly confines, let's say, they're going to be a lot more comfortable. And with that attacking mindset, that's going to be easier to execute on your home ground than it is on the road. But we talked about Tulsa, how difficult they are to break down, but I have to say today I have to give the edge to Charleston, especially after that 2-2 draw in Arlang on Wednesday.
It's not like FC Tulsa can't score the ball either. Another foul here. FC Tulsa has scored 13 goals this year, and Charleston Battery has scored 16, but the goal differential is the biggest part of all of this. FC Tulsa +4. They've only yielded 9 goals during the regular season. Charleston has conceded 15. Possession, to your point, too, Ryan, is that FC Tulsa doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. Charleston is the type of group, though, that loves to play in rhythm, loves to have possession, loves to ball hog a little bit. Charleston want to be up-tempo, and they want to do damage playing on the foot. There's Luke Spencer on the other side of things with FC Tulsa.
He really has a next man up mentality, grit and determination. Let's call this Rocky against Apollo. Okay, Charleston's Apollo, guile, skill, and style, and Tulsa's that Rocky, hardcore mentality. Get back up.
Out wide, some transition though with some numbers. Ball placed inside the 18, just a misjudgment there. Colton swung with a rare miss on that. I gotta ask though, is this Rocky 1 or Rocky 2?
Rocky 2. I tell you what, they always overload on the sides. This is Berry pulling wide. Good ball coming inside, but you see the pitch, how uneven it is. It was very hard for the player coming in to get a good bounce and find his technique.
The nature of the conditions here tonight at Patriots Point is a little bit different than you'd see at most facilities, but one that FC Tulsa is quite familiar with. FC Tulsa playing, for all intents and purposes, on a baseball diamond. So the pitch conditions are not always perfect and supreme. Same thing here today for Charleston Battery. The grass isn't as lively as it is in certain parts of it. Regardless.
But it is a football pitch.
That's right. That's right. Take a peek right now for tonight's MUSC injury report. And it is a rarity too, right? Because you go into a match like this with clubs that don't have anybody that's on it. You're talking about June the 13th, so that's a great sign for both sides.
It really is.
On the attack here is FC Tulsa. That ball just steered away by Stauffer. Stauffer not the best approach, and Lucas will have to retreat. Colton Swang and company want to press the attack the other way. Swan was available. Barry thought he had someone behind him, but that was Kelly, and he was about 15 feet away from him.
Just keeping a close eye on Malik Foster on that far side. He really does have the ability to cause fits to the opposing left back or left wing back. And he's a natural winger. Usually you have dribblers like Malik Foster playing on the left side, cutting in. No, he wants to play on the right. Get out wide, cross the ball, bring the ball into Berry. And he provides so much width for this Charleston team that allows players like Ikaza and company to come through the middle and be a presence.
While we get a minute, Ryan, let's take a peek at your keys to tonight's game presented by Mercedes-Benz Vans of Charleston.
Well, it's the battle of the wing. And you might ask, well, what wing, Ryan? It's going to be Messer on the left side for Charleston, and on the right side, it is going to be Sofa. Messer, he is 4th in the USL in chances created. And as for Sofa, he is 2nd on his team on chances created. They are both going to try to get behind each other to make use of the space. It is going to be a chess match tonight.
A ball that was well played through, taken away. And that'll be a volley between FC Tulsa and Charleston. Charleston this year, 5 up, 4 down, a couple of draws. FC Tulsa, 4 up, 2 down, and 4 draws. Difference between the two sides is a single point, but both of them are in different conferences. FC Tulsa in the west, Charleston in the east. You say all that, and the commute time's relatively quick. FC Tulsa, the first time here today, entering the attacking third. This one speared away at the last second. But a good look at an opportunity for FC Tulsa. This will be a corner kick in the first one of the night for the roadside.
You see how compact Charleston is, and good for Tulsa to come around the sides with Robinson and Weber on that left-hand side. Good ball in, but again, Charleston with Smith at the back. He's such a general to keep things compact and composed.
Always someone that'll make a difference. Sparks trying to lead that attack down the left-hand side. Long throw in here. Significance on it. Shevsky looking around. Shevsky will have to retreat.
Oh, good ball.
Played through in a minute. Tracking back, this one, another dangerous look. Baumov just trying to shield that ball away from some dangerous areas for his keeper, but regardless, another look for FC Tulsa.
When you change the point of attack that quickly, all of a sudden there's a 2v1 on that far side. Yes, the cross didn't come in. It was fantastic 1v1 defending. but the ability to do that on a consistent basis, that's how you find goals.
Weber, who works short on this. I'll play through a second time. Volley one. Kocheski lines one up with his left foot, stopped on the goal line. Apupono there to bail out his keeper. This match still stays scoreless.
Well, he stayed on the line after the corner kick was taken, and it's a good thing he did. Excellent strike, and Apupono doing such a great job manning that post. But Kocheski, I tell you what, great technique again, uneven surface to keep the ball on the ground. He had defenders flying at him.
Weber again. Works short. This bicycle kick. Great stop on the goal line by Tambakis. All right, I beg your pardon, Zamudio. Getting crossed up. But a great stop regardless by the keeper.
Well, if it's not a defender, you have the goalkeeper to take care of as well. That's what makes this Charleston team so tough. They're so good going forward, but they take care of the defensive side with Zamudio. He almost tricked me on that one. Graham Smith, Aponono, and Martinez. So they pick up their defensive responsibilities. They always have a good defensive shape and structure.
Ball played through again. This time for Barry. Out wide, one cut. Pulled shoulder by Swan, and he's called for it.
Well, Charleston giving Tulsa some of their own medicine, that physicality. An easy foul, Tulsa gets back possession. But to give you an idea what Tulsa, how they play the games, 15.5 fouls conceded per match. They're second in the West, just to show the type of physicality. But this save, I believe this is the one off the line. Yeah, it was Kocheski. Aponono alive and well at that back post.
Last time these two teams got together, you have to go back to April 20th of 2024. FC Tulsa won that match 4-1. MD Myers scored a couple goals in that game. The game was in Oklahoma. Here at Patriots Point, last encounter was in 2023. The lone win for FC Tulsa was in 2022. 2-1 outcome at home.
This Charleston team is riding a 20-game unbeaten streak in Patriots Point. What a stand. One of the best in the USL.
See Tulsa applying some pressure.
And this works in the Battery's favor. Now they're going to find some space over the press for Berry and company.
And that'll be a foul. Well, we get a minute. Battery matches are the perfect place to make lifelong memories with your friends and family. Your group of 10 or more can enjoy discounted tickets, exclusive on-field experiences, and private hospitality areas to catch the match. Visit charlestonbattery.com to learn more and plan a memorable night at Patriots Point. Zamudio with a big stop early in this match for Charleston Battery, and the match is scoreless in the 14th minute. For Charleston Battery, have a long way to go to catch Tampa Bay, but certainly gain some ground by picking up W's here at home as opposed to any draws.
I mean, will they ever lose? You know, they're so disciplined in the way they press and defend, and then they have so much talent up top that when you do make a mistake in the middle of the park and they get the ball out wide and it comes back in, they are merciless in finishing.
It's a broadcaster's jinx that you just invoked here, Ryan.
I'm stirring the pot as we speak.
Nothing wrong with that. The approach, left-hand side. Messer just to glide that through, some heavy collision. Colton Swan met with it head on. Tripped up on the counter. Some numbers here for FC Tulsa. Zamudio comes out to challenge. He can't get it. FC Tulsa's on the board. Remy Cabral with a sweet touch in transition, and FC Tulsa with the early advantage.
How sweet you said it was. Remy Cabral outpaced two markers to get free. A little reverse pass, he's on his bike. He breezes past the first challenge, and look at the little dink. To get past Zumida, he completely wrong foots the goalkeeper. A little toe poke to the far corner, Romario-esque from Brazil. And this young man who continues to score, we mentioned almost a goal a game. He is on fire. Eventually, we have to stop saying he's on fire and just say he's that good.
His 4th goal of the season, leading the club. Only 11 shots on the year for him on target, 5 of them. And 4 have found the back of the net. That, of course, is efficiency.
But David, is pace to outrun the 2 defenders, and with that pace to have the touch to finish. That is a perfect package for a striker.
It's exquisite. Remy Cabral doing the early damage for FC Tulsa. They've drawn first blood. This play right now stays onside. Tambakis comes out to challenge, and there's your equalizer. Colt Swan, who we talked about in the open, reignites the fan base, and we're level at 1-1.
Whatever you can do, I can do it better. This is Cabral against Swan, 2 young stars in the USL. Cabral on one end, Swan on the other. And I believe it was Batista, who's been the star be short left centre-back for Tulsa, was beaten around the edge. And look at the calm, cool, collective finish by Swan. That is a finish that a veteran does in his 30th year. This is Swan in a very, very young green part of his career. What a finish.
Great acceleration for Swan to catch up to this ball. He's scored now 9 goals across all competitions and 6 during the regular season in the 16th minute, and we're back on even footing at 1 apiece. Now the 18-year-old who was the USL Championship Player of the Month in May, the youngest player ever to win it. Just got back from the US U19 duty against Japan and did some work against Tampa Bay, leading the team in goals. A heavy lifter, and you can see why. Luke Foster talking to our center referee.
That ball by Martinez to just bend it around the left centre back. If you're ever going to attack a back 3, it is behind the wing back and to the edge of the 2 centre backs. He put that ball right into the area of uncertainty for this Tulsa team. And of course, Colton Swan read it. And of course, Colton Swan drifted past the keeper and tapped it home and made it look like something in his backyard.
Well, the offense from both teams comes from the 2 guys that you suspect would do damage. Remy Cabral on one end for FC Tulsa and Colton Swan on the counter for Charleston Battery. So action early on here. Contact that not called as we play on. Another break, and there's the advantage for Charleston Battery. Uncharacteristic for FC Tulsa. They've been broken down twice here in the last couple of minutes of play, and Charleston back on the front foot, and they now lead 2-1 with Malik Foster, the go-ahead goal.
They couldn't find any goals against Pittsburgh a week ago on this ground. They go over to Ireland, get that incredible draw, and now they come back with a world of confidence. This time the Jamaican Malik Foster outpacing his markers to finish. But now this Charleston team is starting to hit stride in their 3rd game in 7 days. Lovely flick on dummy. It was a lucky bounce, but look at Foster making the most of it. An excellent advantage by the referee not to bring the free kick back on his left foot. His weaker left foot did it. You'll never guess that.
Batista, who got beat there, motoring around, was Malik Foster. He scored his 4th goal now of the year.
International pedigree, plays for Jamaica. Comes in for Charleston. He creates space out wide. Now he tucks inside and gets a goal.
So FC Tulsa takes the first bite of the apple, and then Charleston Battery comes right back with back-to-back goals. Looks like Clark was given a yellow card. So Clark in the book.
Problem for Clark is only 20 minutes gone in this game. He is the centre-back for Tulsa. And he's going to have to walk the line on a yellow card with about 70 minutes to play.
So he's stuck on caution, long ball here. Tambakis will handle it. Charleston Battery are right back here at Patriots Point on Wednesday, June 24th, as they face off against Loudoun United FC. Kickoff for that match, 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale right now. Get tickets before they've gone on SeatGeek.com/Charleston Battery tickets today.
Much needed rest for this Charleston Battery team. And sometimes teams can understand that. Yes, they're playing three games in 7 days, but there is some time off over the horizon. So they're going to play everything right now on this pitch tonight, leave nothing in the locker room. Look at Swan fighting.
They received a jolt of energy even when conceding a goal. And they've looked professional, bouncing right back, not only to level it, but then to get the advantage. So 3 goals within a 7-minute span. First for FC Tulsa, and a couple haymakers landed by Charleston Battery. Not what you'd expect for FC Tulsa to concede, but here we are. So played inside the box, steered away. It'll be a corner kick for the home side.
I tell you what, though, those 3 finishes we've seen so far are some of the best finishes we've seen so far this season. Incredible bit of skill by the forward line for both sides, starting with Cabral, of course Swan, and then Malik Foster.
Yeah, the goal by Cabral was answered a minute apart with Swan's equalizer, and then 2 minutes after that, Malik Foster on the board. Pepper lob from corner kick here.
Now, this man's service is incredible. I call it a cultured left foot. He can put that ball just about anywhere.
First one of the match for Charleston. Alyssa Pennington, our center referee, just cleaning some things up inside the 18, with Colton Swan being bear hugged right now on the left bar. This corner, good bend to it, a header just missed. Perfect elevation, but that ball just going wide of the target.
Nothing wrong with the delivery, just the contact. Smith rising above his defender and just glancing off his head. I just believe he got there too late. Didn't time his jump. But again, Messer with another great delivery.
Decent look by Graham Smith. We'll have a hydration break here in the first half.
I can't see why, it's only 87 degrees.
Oh, Ryan. We've seen quite a few of those so far in the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing. It certainly allows the players to refresh, and the standard of play increases again. Of course, attrition is part of the game, we understand that. But yeah, I believe a 120-second break in the middle of each half is perfect.
And of course, if you can just throw in a couple sponsors.
I was about to say that. Could you imagine the World Cup enjoying that 120-second bit?
That's right. It's like traditionally what the United States does with Super Bowl ads.
Yeah.
Paying an arm and a leg for just a 15 or 30-second spot.
Well, the great thing about American football is the stoppages. So it's made for TV. It's made for advertising. And of course, in that 120-second window, only the big boys can play. I mean, we're talking Coca-Cola, Visa, MasterCard. Mom and pop shop around the corner can't get in.
Not like they used to, anyway.
No.
Kelly was asking for it at the bottom of the screen, but he's not going to receive it. Blowing a tire. He'll pick himself up, was Ikaza, but give it right back to FC Tulsa.
Well, that was Clark coming all the way out from the centre-back position right into Ian's neighborhood to cover for him.
And the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on the screen right now to enter today. See Tulsa trying to punch right back. Led 1-0, now trailing 2-1. Charleston Battery with 4 shots, FC Tulsa with 3. So no shortage of offense from either side. A loose ball, held on, that drive blocked. Smith was the one that got in front of it. Charleston looking to counter. Most important figures for both sides have gotten touches, and so it's easy to say now that each club has found themselves a pretty decent rhythm.
Important sequence here for Charleston. After they've gone up 2-1, they have given up a lot of possession to Tulsa. Now they want to slow things down. Tulsa now has to chase the game. Now Charleston could pull the strings, but that was just an errant pass.
So what happens with FC Tulsa? A run out wide. Messer, head up all the way, looking for a crease. Good pivot. Decided not to go for goal.
A fantastic 1v1 defending by Ian. He was the defender we featured before the match. He didn't fall for Messer's tricks, stayed right in front of him, and let Messer be the first to make a move.
Colton Swan scoring his team-leading 9th goal of the year, 6th in USL Championship action. The 19-year-old has been dynamite this year.
And when you go away to the youth camps, you get a different perspective, different coaches. You always learn. Of course, we talked about that growth mentality that this Charleston team has. So coming back from those camps, you always feel refreshed, re-energized, coming back into your own locker room. And Swan has now scored 2 goals in 2 games since coming back from the youth camp.
He is in his peak form. He's got a member down for FC Tulsa. Coley is the one that's down.
Coley, one of the players brought in for this match, did not start the last match. We'll talk about an engine in midfield. Coach Spencer can ill afford to lose him. And they're the Charleston's faithful. Boy, have they been rewarded in home field. 20-match unbeaten run. These fans have a lot to cheer about. See a Brazil shirt over there. Brazil, of course, 1-1 with Morocco with 1 minute remaining in injury time.
It's a funky split for Charleston. They're 4-0-1 in league play this year, but 1-4-1 on the road. FC Tulsa, pretty even across the board. Goalie coming off the pitch. A little gauze in his left nostril. Be forced to be a mouth breather for the rest of the night.
Well, the Aussie's he's a hard man. He's box to box. He can take a knock, he can give a knock as well. And look at the outfit, I love it. The bee is buzzing in Charleston tonight.
I can see you wearing that.
I can totally pull that thing off.
Of course, when the temperatures are where they're at, better you than me doing that. Goalie returns.
I mean, I would appreciate a short sleeve version to it, but still.
Yeah. Friendly fire. Weber getting hog-tied. He'll get back up to his feet. Graham Smith not agreeing with our center referee.
Well, Graham Smith, along with Aponono, are an incredible tandem for this Charleston team. 66 clearances between them. And talk about a hard man at the back. Graham Smith is the prototypical physical centre-back.
You'd like to see, if you're FC Tulsa, Weber and Cabral getting more into this match. Weber likes to play this thing short. We'll get it back. And now him and Robinson just playing a little two-man game. Kuchevsky with the lob towards the left-hand side. This could be trouble. Carrying him around. Gonna go right back to Charleston Battery.
But I love the idea, though. Earlier on tonight, they put one ball from the right-hand side and pinged it over to the left. There they got some space. Yes, Charleston recovered. But again, trying to be adventurous, changing the point of attack very quickly to get behind this Charleston back three.
Luis Zamudio, he was beat once. Had a great stop here in the first half. And we'll show you that here in a brief moment. The hydration break here in the 31st minute. Take a peek now at what has happened so far in this first half, because Ryan, it's been explosive across the board. 3
goals in 30 minutes. So here's that bicycle kick. What a save by Zamudio. And then this is the ball that split the wrong-footed. And there's that finish on the outside of the foot, completely wrong-footed Zamudio. And then the response coming from Martinez. Swan drifts past his marker and just blows past Tabakis like he wasn't there. Lucky bounce here, excellent, no call by the referee. Malik Foster drives home, and then look at his slot. Like drinking a cup of tea. Or for him, a red stripe on the beach.
It is an underrated element, but when you have a center referee that can allow a play to unfold like that and not blow it dead, that speaks volumes to how an official can read a match like that.
Absolutely. And that takes reps like everybody else in broadcasting on the field. So good for the referee tonight to know when to hold and know when to fold.
Yep, exactly the case. Turn on the CBS Sports Network on Saturday, June 20th for a thrilling USL Championship Western Conference showdown. Sparks will fly when Las Vegas Lights FC take on Electric Orange County SC at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network June 20th.
We saw Martinez against Pittsburgh a week ago sort of overload on that right-hand side with Malik Foster to get around Pittsburgh. But tonight, Martinez is being asked to sit tight. He's not pushing forward because of the threat of Cabral and Weber on that far side.
Messer. Question that has been answered so far this evening: could Charleston break the low block of FC Tulsa, who conceded the fewest goals in the Western Conference? It's an emphatic yes. 2 goals in a 2-minute span. Charleston have done an excellent job holding possession.
Oh, what a sweeping pass. Doesn't work out, but you love the idea. And Tulsa's, their trick, their best attributes is their defensive posture and discipline. And for them to now have to chase the game, David, is the last thing Coach Spencer and this team expected and wanted on the road to Charleston. Such a dangerous place to chase the game because of the threat and the pace of Malik Foster and Swan and Berry.
Usually there's elements to a match that build up to a goal being scored, but in all 3 goals, they just simply happened through the run of play. It was quick and decisive on all 3 markers.
Yeah, Charleston was caught as the play was broken up. Excellent through ball, good finish. And then Batista fell asleep at the wheel. Oh.
Yeah, Bacchus almost did the same exact thing there.
That could have gone anyway.
Could have gone to his back of his net. Home run ball here with Cabral, and he just runs out of real estate.
Well, he used all his energy to retrieve the ball when he actually got it. Could not do anything with Aponunu in his hip pocket. Well, he has to enjoy the first 35 minutes. Probably took a big gasp after going down a goal to Cabral. But boy, did they attack the edge and caught Batista napping for Swan to finish. And then that ball, that fortunate bounce to Malik Foster.
Charleston, a favorite in tonight's match. Most of any outcome. See Tulsa, though, trying to continue their unbeaten run from 5 matches up to 6. Charleston, though, unbeaten across all competitions in their last 7 here at Patriots Point. And for FC Tulsa, they have never captured a victory here on foreign soil. Kelly, not a whole lot there. Foster will retreat with it. Tough quarters to pass in for Charleston Battery, and asking a whole lot with FC Tulsa now regain possession.
Oh, good ball.
Cabral, just a little too hot for him.
Yeah, defensively, we got a good look at Tulsa being so compact. And the only way to go, the only space there is for Charleston is to go out wide to Messer on the left-hand side. If you could try to come through the middle, where you have some traffic of Coley, Kucheski, of course Clark and Ian. Expected goal count 2 for Charleston because their ability with Malik Foster pushing forward through, so to Colton Swan. Their passes have been more direct than Tulsa's in series, and for the 2-0-1 to the .32.
Charleston not having a lot of activity against the Western Conference so far this year. Just their second interconference matchup. They lost to New Mexico back in May. Well, they've made the most of their opportunities here in this first half.
Ah, good ball.
Sweet ball through. Barry could not maneuver around.
Well, the first touch in football sets everything up. It was a sweet pass inside, but Barry's first touch invited Clark to step in and take it away. If that touch was a little tighter, Clark would be out of position, and Malik Foster would be in on goal with one pass from Barry. You live and die with your first touch in this sport.
Still a work in progress for Charleston Battery. This is a roster that Ben Pierman has had to navigate around. Personnel have come in and out over the last couple of years. Nick Markanik obviously is one of those guys that you think about. That was a focal point of the offense a few years ago. Far set official with the flag up, but Ben Pierman has definitely righted the ship. He's put guys in the proper position. He brought in obviously Colton Swan, and now the 19-year-old was the player of the month back in May, scored a goal here tonight.
Malik Foster is a great addition. Talk about speed on the wings.
Sure.
That allows them, for when they do break up the play in the middle of the park, to go out wide quickly to either Messer on the left, Foster on the right, and allows them to chew up space and get into the attacking third quicker than most.
They sit 9th in league goals. Definitely exceptional when it comes to the possession matchup. Lucas Stauffer.
Tell you what, Lucas Stauffer's mustache is absolutely impressive. Maybe the best in the USL.
That's high praise coming from you.
Yeah.
You don't really pass out compliments too often.
Especially with mustaches, you got to come good.
That's
and
right.
he did. That is neat.
Stauffer, our center referee, blowing this play dead. Stauffer not too happy with the ruling. Stauffer on a mulligan of sorts. Lofty throw, and it goes absolutely nowhere. So back to Charleston. Watch the USL on ESPN2 June 20th as Powerhouse Championship clubs meet. Detroit City FC and Lou City FC face off in a Prinks Tires USL Cup battle for the playoffs. Saturday, June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
Well, the Messer-Stouffer chess match that we highlighted as the key of the match. So far, Messer has the upper hand. We just showed the expected goal count. Messer's been in the more attacking third than Stouffer, with no decisive passes from either of them.
40th minute. We have had one hydration break, one stoppage in play. Okoye grabbing some bandages and gauze for his nose. Kelly spins this back. Abenonu. Charleston Battery came into this match with 17 points. Trying to add to the tally. This ball spun through. Fans wanting for something as Ikaza takes the spill, but it goes right back to FC Tulsa.
And Batista is going to give him the riot act for diving. Going straight to the referee saying that is simulation. We actually saw, I think last night in the US versus Paraguay game, where the number 10, who used to play for Atlanta United from Paraguay, he went over, a yellow card was given to Ream, VAR stepped in, referee went to the sidelines, realized he got it wrong, reversed the yellow card, Ream got the yellow card taken away from him, and Almiron from Paraguay was given the yellow card for simulation. That's what we want to see more of in the USL. What's your thoughts, David, on VAR stepping into the USL more often?
I think it's necessary. I think obviously it's a battle of resources and what's available. But I do think with modern day technology, if there's an opportunity to amplify the game and correct a human error, it needs to be done.
Yeah.
You've seen it in different leagues across the world of football, but you've also seen it evolve in other sports as well. National Hockey League does it, NFL does it, NBA does it, and now I know some people won't like to see it, but Major League Baseball has instituted that with umpiring and balls and strikes being called now. So
yeah,
I think that those things are necessary, especially when you amplify it with so much of an investment for fans, and then of course the clubs. This is a big investment in talent, and you need to maximize the results any way that you can. Messer.
Oh, what a tackle.
Can't get to that.
There was our player to watch at the beginning of the match. That was Ian with a very well-timed tackle.
Sparks gave it up. Randy Cabral got the goal scoring started, but Charleston Battery came right back. And now it's time to defend. This ball lofted up. Zamudio skies up to settle things down.
Well, stop the service, stop the cross is the cry of every coach from the sidelines. And good job for Charleston again. Playing the passing lanes, understanding the corridor, stepping into the corridor and stopping the cross from troubling Zamudio.
Halftime is coming up. Izzy Sullivan will return. See what's on tap for Charleston Battery here in the next couple of days. This regular season does continue for Charleston Battery here at Patriots Point. FC Tulsa trying to extend an unbeaten streak, but now they're doing it while trailing. They led 1-0 and conceded back-to-back goals within a 2-minute span. We'll have first half highlights and some stats coming at you through 45. Another tackle here. Or booking our first one of the night. Yeah, it's going to be the case. As Robinson will be shown yellow. Second one, I beg your pardon. This one does have some merit.
Well, Robinson got his foot stuck in the cookie jar. He had every right to go for it, but if you make that lunge, if you don't get the ball, you will get a yellow card in modern day soccer. And now, just like Clark, he has the whole second half to play, while he has to chase Martinez on that right-hand side, and he can ill afford to leave his feet again. If he does, and he misses, it's shower time.
Well, for the record, if you're going to have your foot caught in the cookie jar, I'm going to give you a red card. That's just bad. That's just bad house manners, Ryan.
That's poor cricket.
You can't do that.
It really is poor cricket to get your foot stuck in the cookie jar.
You cannot do that. It's probably something you would do when you were a child, right?
Absolutely. Especially if you can't reach the cookie jar, you gotta use your feet and drag it.
The only question is, what kind of cookies you get? Peanut butter, chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Hopefully not raisin.
No, God, way too healthy.
It's a buzzkill of sorts.
Yes.
Remember that. You see a cookie and it looks like chocolate chip, only to find out that it's raisin.
Oh,
Ugh.
that could ruin your week.
It could, especially as a child. Keep an eye on our fourth official, see how much added time is permitted here in this first half. In a window with 3 goals being scored in less than 4 minutes, and then the match sort of slowed down. 5 minutes of added time. Stoppage time brought to you by MUSC Health Sports Medicine. Stopper trying to inject that ball to no avail. Foster
Oh, well read.
had that ball taken away and got it right back.
Oh, look at the turn.
Sweet as it was, Ikaza breakdance in the middle of the pitch. Swan onside. Swan looking for his brace. Good stop. The rebound is put home. Emmanuel Ikaza cleaning up the trash here in stoppage time, and Charleston has extended their advantage to 2.
Well, he's the conductor. He's the general in midfield. He starts the play, David, and he finishes it. Low center of gravity. He rolled the tackle in midfield. The referee allowed the play to go on. He sprays it up right to Martinez. Look at Swan making another run behind Batista. Excellent foot save. But look, Ikaza's there, arriving late, and to tap it home. Fantastic instincts by the midfielder, and nobody picked him up. But he's the one that spread them apart to go outside to Martinez. Martinez to Swan, Ikaza to finish.
His 3rd goal this season, and he does so here in stoppage time. Massive goal for Charleston because they take this confidence and a lead into the locker room, but now they have a little bit of a margin of error. FC Tulsa hasn't been dangerous in large chunks of this match, but they're looking for those opportunistic chances that have been given to them by Charleston. But now a 2-goal deficit puts them in quite a hole.
If you're Coach Perman, your halftime talk at 2-1 is different to 3-1. Now you can be a little bit more stay at home with people like Martinez on the right-hand side and have Tulsa really come forward and then find space behind them with Swan and Kelly to run into. Now, if you're Spencer, down 3 goals to 1, you really can't wait till the 20th minute to go looking for the equalizer. You have to go looking for the equalizer from the first whistle in the second half, which means you're going to be left, your energy is going to be expended, and then that means the last 20 minutes of the match, you're going to have to empty your bench, and then you're going to have to chase. It's going to be all uphill for the next 45 minutes for Tulsa. So that 3rd goal is so important for Charleston.
And for FC Tulsa, they've only conceded more than a couple goals this year once. And that was during the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. And they lost that match to St. Louis City SC 4-0. So it really is one to marvel at and how good they have been defensively. But tonight, Charleston Battery have found breaking holes in their back line. And Colt Swan has led to 2 goals. One of them he scored on his own accord, and the other setting up Emmanuel Ikaza.
Sharp, tight, timely runs by Swan, understanding the game, knowing exactly where the back line is, not to run offside, always running at an angle. And he's had this back 3 looking for him, and they've been chasing shadows.
A bit surprising for you?
Not at all. He's in such great form. You know what? Yes, because Tulsa's been so good defensively. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they would have been a little bit tighter and be more vigilant finding Swan. At least for the 2nd goal when the ball went over the top from Martinez. Uh-oh.
elected not to cheat on that. That's a heads-up play. Messer just gets this thing in harm's way. In an element like this for FC Tulsa, now one must wonder, is this an anomaly? Or is it something to be looking out for if you're Luke Spencer? How about Barry's turn? Barry looking on. He could pull the trigger from outside. Good pivot. Goes with the left. Not a lot of steam on it. Tambakis will gobble it up.
Charleston fans, don't get frustrated. That's your number 9 tonight, Barry. He has every right when he sees that D or that 18-yard line to look for his shot, right foot or left foot. That was the right play.
See for center referee consider watch to blow this first half dead. It's 5 minutes of added time. They continue to play on. An extension here, one good move. Zamudio in the strike, and see the concession being made on that shot attempt. And a little odd given the fact that we've already reached that point here in this first half with Remy Cabral being allowed to take another shot at goal.
Well, the attack-minded Martinez was out of position yet again. They conceded with Martinez in the wrong position. Again, he lost Cabral. Cabral's fantastic control got the shot off.
Well, FC Tulsa landed the first shot, and then all of a sudden Colton Swan, Malik Foster, Emmanuel Akaza woke up and fired right back. 2 goals in 2 minutes, 3 in the opening half. Charleston Battery with a 3-1 advantage over FC Tulsa through 45.
Some sloppy defending by Tulsa, losing this man more than once, resulted in 2 goals. And I tell you what, after the Pittsburgh Riverhounds match last week, then the Rowdies match in midweek, this Charleston team is humming.
First half stats and highlights and a whole lot more right around the corner, but Charleston Battery trying to extend their unbeaten streak right now, push it up to 8 at home, and they're well on their way. Halftime report is coming up next. Charleston Battery with a 2-goal lead.
And now, a Pepper Law Firm corner kick.
The Pepper Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the Charleston Battery, where winners win.
Declare your purpose at Charleston Southern University, offering a wide range of undergraduate degree programs, including majors like aeronautics, engineering, business, and education. CSU is committed to providing you with a biblical worldview and a cutting-edge education. The campus experience includes Division I athletics, small class sizes, intramural sports, and more, all at the only Christian university in the Lowcountry of South Carolina. Join the Buccaneer family and apply today at charlestonsouthern.edu.
Extra. It changes the energy on the field and off. It changes the expectations.
You're gonna be great.
It changes the game. At Regions, we celebrate the extra that makes the SEC the definition of excellence, while our team goes the extra mile so your financial wins keep coming too. Extra changes everything. And extra is our ordinary at Regions, official bank of the SEC.
Back here at Patriots Point, Charleston Battery with a 3-1 lead over FC Tulsa. Izzy Sullivan takes us through the details of the Battery's home match on Wednesday, June 24th, their first ever Pups at the Pitch night. Izzy, take it away.
On Wednesday, June 24th, we are hosting our first ever Pups at the Pitch night. Here are some things you need to know. First, Pet Helpers is going to be at the Scoreboard Lounge with foster dogs that you guys are going to be able to walk around, and they're also going to be up for adoption if you guys want. We'll also have people available to watch your dogs in case you need to go to any of the restricted dog areas like the merch store, bathrooms, or to get food and drink. We'll also have a weenie dog race at halftime sponsored by Companion. Be sure to stop by the pavilion for fun activations and tables for your furry friends. After the end of the game, you'll be able to take your dogs for a walk on the field, just for a walk around and for some photo opportunities. We'll see you for our first ever Pups at the Pitch night on Wednesday, June 24th. Gates open at 5:30 p.m. Go to charlestonbattery.com/dogs to get tickets for you and your pups. Thanks, Lupa, for being the star of the show.
I think Idahoans have been clamoring for something that is theirs.
Feel a big sense of responsibility to do this right. You only get one first season.
For me, without soccer, it's like there's no air. Having it here, I feel like I can breathe again. Boise's never had anything like this.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
We officially have our first two quarterfinalists of USL Prinks Tires Cup play. We'll talk which teams are in pole position to grab one of the coveted 6 spots remaining. Hard to argue anybody's been more consistent than Sebastian Cruz on the field this year. The Rowdies midfielder joins us to talk his journey through the American soccer pyramid and why he's playing at such a high level right now. This is USL All Access.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We'll get you back out to your match shortly. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines. The championship is grabbing hold of the Prinks Tires USL Cup. 2 clubs clinched their respective groups in round 3. The Tampa Bay Rowdies clinched Group 7 with a 2-0 win at Sporting Jacks, while Colorado Springs Switchbacks won a critical Group 2 match 2-1 over El Paso Locomotive. While those 2 clubs are now in the knockout stage, Charleston Battery and Sacramento Republic are both on the quarterfinal doorstep. The Battery got the extra point in a penalty shootout against Pittsburgh Riverhounds in Group 6, and Sac Republic put away Monterey Bay also in penalties in Group 1. But as we enter play in round 4, it is potential chaos in Group 4. 5 teams are separated by 2 points. Lexington stole a penalty shootout at Detroit City. Louisville City primed for the group win, but Union Omaha and Indy 11 still have group title hopes. Upcoming national spotlight games on ESPN2, Forward Madison and Fort Wayne on the 17th, Saturday the 20th. Round 4 of the Prinks Tires USL Cup begins with Detroit City and Louisville City, and also that night, Las Vegas Lights and Orange County on CBS Sports Network. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Back here at Patriots Point, Sun continues to set Charleston with a 2-goal cushion. They scored 3 goals in the first half over FC Tulsa. Ryan Davis, David Gascon. Charleston Battery behind the 8 ball early, but bouncing back right away with the advantage. And Ryan, we take a look now at what's coming up on tap. Out-of-town scoreboard. Anything jump out to you outside the delay, of course, between Sporting Jackson and Detroit City?
Yeah, Rhode Island on the road against Loudoun, 4-1. What about Brooklyn? A goal up against Louisville, 1-0, 27 minutes in. Rhode Island on the road and Brooklyn on the road. It's causing some upsets.
A little strange as it is, but out-of-town scoreboard right now. Halftime with Hartford leading Tampa Bay Rowdy. It's a weird day around the yard in USL Championship.
Still 45 to go in Al-Lang. Anything can happen.
Of course, you do have players that are missing in action because of the FIFA World Cup that's going on right now, so that have an impact on a few of the clubs around USL Championship. It's a sweet time of the year.
It is.
The competition here in North America.
And also, just like Charleston, they had a midweek game as well, so some fatigue setting in.
Upcoming schedule with what's on tap tonight. Oakland Roots and Miami FC, 10 o'clock Eastern. El Paso and Phoenix Rising, New Mexico and Orange County. That should be a good one.
Oh my gosh, you switch backs on Sacramento Republic, get some popcorn and enjoy Golazo.
Yeah, that'll start in about 22 minutes from now. We got stats and highlights right around the corner, so don't go anywhere. Charleston Battery, though, 3 straight goals. Can FC Tulsa counter? We'll find out coming up shortly.
Shot from distance. Now it does come. All the balls in. All systems go for Charleston Battery. Wanted in your post and flicked along and in. Breathtaking.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Back here at Patriots Point, unexpected. Got some sprinkler heads on the pitch right now, and a few players that are wet because of perspiration are now being doused like a fire hose, cooling them off as the players right now entering the pitch. Take a look at the first half highlights of this thing, Ryan, because it was explosive, at least for a 5-minute window.
It was. It's starting off with the visitors. Excellent cross Look at the bike. Fantastic save again by Zamuido. But the bicycle kick was exquisite.
All these first half highlights brought to you by Truly. In the 15th minute, FC Tulsa on a counter like they normally do. And check out this sequence for Remy Cabral.
Yeah, Martinez caught out of position, but the finish, David, is something that we see in World Cups, like from Romario and Ronaldo and Messi. Fantastic skill from Cabral to finish the move.
That was short-lived. A minute after that, all of a sudden, Colton Swan got on his horse, and this goal.
Well, Martinez makes amends of his error, and he picks on Batista. Swan runs around him. What a calm finish again on the other end. And that was literally 3 minutes later from Cabral's goal.
2 minutes after that, all of a sudden, Charleston Battery riding sky high.
Quick ball movement. There was a foul. Referee said play on, and Malik Foster said, thank you very much, referee. I'll take it from here. 2 strides in, and the weaker left foot, like drinking a cup of tea.
So Malik Foster, Colton Swan, giving the Charleston Battery a 1-goal advantage. But before all that occurs at the end of the first half, more of it during stoppage time, there's Colton Swan again.
Ikaza starts to play. Swan gets a foot on it, and then Ikaza to finish it. Martinez again putting Swan through. And there's little number 8, pulling the strings, and this time finishing the play to give his team a deserved 3-1 lead.
What do these numbers tell you?
8 shots to 5. That means Charleston Battery, when they get into the last third, 5 of those shots are on target efficiency and the possession count. That means Tulsa has been chasing for the most part of the first half. That's going to take its toll, David, in the second when they chase to try and find 2 goals.
If you are Luke Spencer, what do you tell your club here to begin the second half?
I think you have to be direct. I think you have to increase the physicality in the middle of the park so you can maybe turn the ball over and get some counter-pressing situations. But they have to be direct to Cabral to try and push Charleston back.
And you're on the other side of things. If you're Ben Pierman, are you happy with the result right now, or are you just worrying about the next 45?
Ecstatic. I mean, you know, when you have players like Graham Smith and Aponuko and in the backfield, I mean, they're so composed. They're going to slow the game down and get the ball to Ikaza's feet. They're going to pull the strings, invite Tulsa onto them, and try and go around them with Martinez overlapping, Messer on the left, and of course Kelly and Foster on the wings.
Charleston's going to make a change here. The second half begins with Charleston Battery going to own possession to begin it.
Well, I tell you what, Martinez, with those 2 errors, looked like Coach Perman said thank you very much, and he's headed to the bench.
Second half begins with Sean Suber coming into the affair. Martinez replaced.
Sean Suber started against Tampa Bay Rowdies on Wednesday, getting some much-needed rest in that first half.
Ahmed Kahar replacing Ian. It's a change for FC Tulsa.
And he provides some much-needed creativity in that attacking third. He can get the ball to his feet. He can pull the strings and try and release Cabral.
Remy Cabral, unfortunately, going to be replaced for FC Tulsa. Logan Dorsey comes in for him. So 3 changes here to begin the second half. I guess the question now is, if you're FC Tulsa, where do you think the offense can come from?
Well, this man Sparks can provide a spark. And I tell you what, Coley in the middle of the park, of course. Lucas Sofa going out wide, try to get the ball out wide to him, have him bring it back in. So, I mean, there are options. Jamie Weber, of course, has 2 goals this season, the man from South Africa.
Ahmed Kahar with a couple goals this season. And for FC Tulsa, they're just hoping to get within one. But it is a moment for Charleston Battery to extend their lead and really put this match to bed. They'd love to do so early here in the second half. It's 67% on the possession in the opening half for Charleston Battery. The biggest question mark for them here tonight was the ability to break down FC Tulsa's back line, and they've accomplished that 3 different times. They've been composed, they've been structured, and they've been eager to pounce, and they've accomplished that. Now they get a corner kick.
We saw them make the most of that right-hand side last week against Pittsburgh with Martinez and Foster. And yet again tonight, Martinez was the one to find Swan on 2 occasions. Swan to finish, then of course he's saved by Tamakis, in which Ikaza scored. So 2 goals coming from that service from the right-hand side for Martinez.
Doing on the corner towards the right-hand side. Charleston Battery with that possession rate, 67% in the first half. It wasn't like they were sitting all the way back and just holding on to it. They were maneuvering, they were working, they were asking questions.
That is now 11 goals in the last 6 matches for this Charleston team. And if Tulsa does it with defense, this team does it with offense. And they play with the personality of their coach. And Swan again.
On the move. This time with Barry, glides it through, and just a redirect that didn't have a lot of power on it. But again, right down the heart of the defense of FC Tulsa. There have been some wide gaps in the way that they defended Charleston this evening.
Well, Barry dropped back almost like a false 9, like an attacking midfielder. And when he turned on his man, FC Tulsa were left wanting. You cannot get beaten there. And as he got past his man, he had everybody just backpedaling. But the final product to Kelly, I mean, you have to pick out Kelly there for the finish. He is turning, getting the better of his man. And now he's off to the race. It was Batista who's beaten yet again. And that pass has to be better.
Goes right back to FC Tulsa. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the list, select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. There's your man again. There's your man again, Ryan.
That's my guy. You know, we were talking about wrestling early on.
You were talking about wrestling.
Back in the Caribbean, they had a fantastic wrestling league, and the wrestlers would come out, like the Mexican wrestlers would come out in those sort of costumes. I didn't miss one Sunday, David. Every Sunday I was glued to it. Didn't miss it.
Oh my gosh.
Lucha Libre.
I love it.
Uncle Victor Javica, one of the stars of the show. The Invaders. I had a mask for the Invaders on it. So a superhero from a Mexican show in which this costume has been spawned from. And I tell you what, those powers have come onto the field. The just Charleston team have exploded in that first 45 minutes, basically picking on the best defense in the USL.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, costumes, of course.
Costumes in June, I'm all for it.
And that's why we're here, for the costumes.
Can you just imagine when you had to wash that thing with the weather right now? It's not like this is happening in September or October, right?
Does it stick like a wetsuit?
I imagine so.
Yeah. Maybe change color with the sweat.
It probably degrades quite a bit, erodes.
I would think.
Probably turns a few different colors.
A lighter shade of red.
Maybe. But you know what? If it's alcohol-induced, it's all good. You don't know until the next day.
It's all worth it.
53rd minute, this ball placed through. The header steered away. Kuchevsky and company trying to put a beat on it, but to no avail. Kuchevsky had an opportunity in the first half to score. Apunonu stopped him on the goal line. But the chances for FC Tulsa have been far and few.
Well, the Stouffer-Messer chess match continues. That was Stouffer's first cross for the match. And it's all the way in the 52nd minute, so Messer's had the better of the exchanges on the battle of the wing.
They work short here.
Good delivery.
A sharp angle, and we'll do it all over again.
I love the idea, change of angle, and the pace of the delivery, trying to sneak it past that first post.
This one took a funky carom inside the 18. Everyone for FC Tulsa asking for a handball. That's not the case.
Cannot be a handball. The hand is against the body, which means it becomes part of the body.
But Colton Swan was in the middle of all that activity and got a player down for Charleston Battery. Take a look at it again.
Well, talk about taking one for the team. Colton Swan hits his elbow, hits him right in the mouth. I mean, we talk about the Rocky Apollo matchup. Looks like Apollo just took one right in the jaw. Good old Rocky Marciano.
Oh boy.
Yeah, left hook. All he had was a left hand.
It's true.
For Colton Swan, not only score goals, but he picks up his defensive responsibilities, and he will jump on the grenade for the rest of the team.
Oh boy. Could take that a couple different ways.
If we're going to be talking about costumes, I mean, grenades are invited as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I tell you what, being down 2 goals and being up 2 goals, the mentality is completely different. FC Tulsa, in the opening 9 minutes of this match, Charleston has an expected goals of 0. FC Tulsa of 0.15. 3 shots already. 3 shots inside the box for Tulsa. So Coach Spencer has allowed his team to push the extra players forward, while Charleston are playing a little bit of rope-a-dope. Going back to the Apollo Creed Rocky sort of comparison. And Charleston finally get their foot on the ball for the first time in the second half.
Ikaza, who scored in the first half. Something tells me you've been watching a lot of Sylvester Stallone movies recently.
Yo, Adrian.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's the ultimate comeback story.
It certainly is.
FC Tulsa down by 2 goals.
They've conceded 3 goals in the first half. It's the most that they have given up all year in USL Championship action in any one game.
Captain Stouffer. Most chances created for this FC Tulsa team this season on that right-hand side.
Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Foul here. Apunonu was looking on, and you're going to see a foul here that was delivered. Bahumov with the yellow. Bahumov, first booking for that back line of Charleston Battery.
Well, the hard man in midfield, most of his job is going from box to box, breaking up plays. And he just broke up that play, but with the price of a yellow card, and now he's going to be walking the tightrope with just 56 minutes gone.
Outside the big flub between Weber and Remy Cabral that led to the first goal of the match, Charleston Battery's defense has been pretty stout. Weber with the chip and some backspin to it. Again, the defense just being capable for Charleston Battery, and Weber will have to retreat. Charleston FC Tulsa played a 50-50 game here in the second half. That does not benefit FC Tulsa one bit.
But I tell you what, David, as of now, just the body language has shifted towards FC Tulsa. They look to be more energized. Of course, they're going to have to expend more energy going uphill to chase this match. Question is, when 20 minutes go into this second half, can they upkeep that energy?
Now, does it have any meaning? You can exert more energy, but if there's no ability to put the pressure on Charleston Battery, it's all for naught.
Yeah, the 3 shots, none of them on target so far in the opening 13 minutes of the second half. So not really chances created, maybe half chances created.
Certainly look forward to where these two teams do after this. I mean, their only encounter this season. But after tonight's match, Charleston Battery will take on Sporting Jacks on the road and then close out the month of June at home against Loudoun United. FC Tulsa, after tonight's encounter, a little bit different for them. They'll go take on Monterey Bay with a 3-game homestand after this. Colorado Springs and Sacramento Republic all fly into Oklahoma.
I tell you what, that Monterey Bay team is rejuvenated. New coach, and the Crisp and Kelp are hunting for points. Good ball.
Nobody around though.
When it comes up straight up technique of crossing, there's no one better in this league than Messer. He has the ability to bend the ball around the first defender and get the ball in the corridor of uncertainty. Such a weapon. And everybody knows he's going to go on his left foot. You just can't stop it. It's like Rocky's left hand. You just can't stop it. That's like Messer's left foot.
Fair enough.
Let's just keep ponging that Rocky Apollo matchup, just like, you know.
Still haven't clarified if it's Rocky 1 or 2.
Still deciding. If Charleston wins, it's Rocky 1.
Messer. Taken away.
If Tulsa comes back, it's Rocky 2.
No shots for either side here in half number 2. Suber
coming in for Martinez. Doesn't seem to be as comfortable going forward as the Honduran was on that right-hand side.
Swan's asking for it. The delivery to him, he was cut off.
Oh, what a touch. That's Robinson.
Pretty decent look, though, for Swan. Had the right idea.
And you could understand why Coach Perman will bring on Suba. He's more of a very defensive center-back than Martinez.
Fortunate hop here. Crack at target one more time. Good stop by Tambakis. Another drive, that one airmailed up and away.
Well, FC Tulsa, they stayed compact, but as soon as Charleston switches from point A to point B with pace, all of a sudden Messer creeps inside and has a free shot on goal. Look at the speed in which the ball passes. Kelly to Messer, and what a save by Tambakis at point blank. Let's call that a blinder. Messer had all the time in the world, struck it sweetly with a strong left hand by Tambakis.
Good idea from the keeper, knowing the angle as well. Corner kick here, delivered by the Pepper Wofford.
Great Greek in goal with a great save.
The chip from Messer, back post, volleyed around and away. The Battery's brand new 2026 home and away kits are on sale right now at the Battery Team store, courtesy of Hummel, club's official jersey provider. Check out the full line of new Battery gear, including customizable 2026 kits, by visiting shop.charlestonbattery.com or by visiting the team store here at Patriots Point on match days.
Coming into this match, David, this Tulsa team just averaged just above 1 goal a game. So they're not the type of team that lights up the scoreboard. Of course, they frustrate teams. So this scenario is really putting them further and further in the hole. Now it's less than 30 minutes, and the Charleston team, let's say, has gotten stuck in. Here we go.
Transition again. Left-hand side, Foster! Oh, he missed a quality chance to extend the lead.
Well, the press has been their signature move in 2026, has been picked off by Baumov. Sweeps it inside. Malik's Foster, and the angle was always going to go wide. He would have to put that ball directly onto Bacchus and have the curl bend it towards the near post. Anything to Tabakis' left would have continued to drift wide. What a chance. Here they come again. Oh.
Out wide, Messer settles it. Kelly was looking, Messer.
Took too much.
Ikaza, a redirect, loose change. Swan, a pivot, goes for goal. Too many steps.
Took too long. It started with Messer on the left-hand side. Had a chance to either take a shot or cross. He hesitated. The group got back. He had nowhere to go. He went back on top of the box. Too much traffic at this point, David. And now Batista, who has not had his best game, coming into tonight's match. He was one of the better defenders in the league with 59 clearances. Has had a bit of a howler so far.
Shocking today that Morocco played Brazil to a 1-1 draw.
African champs, semi-finals in 2022.
Yeah.
They have pedigree, Morocco. Brazil, 5-time champions. This was always going to be their hardest game of the group.
Calling Swan down. He's walking okay, and now asking for some treatment.
Well, even though he didn't play against Pittsburgh a week ago, he was away to the U.S. Youth National Team camp. So he was not getting any rest.
A prodigy. He has been heralded as one of those difference makers here for Charleston Battery.
And at 18 years old, the muscle fibers are still growing. I'm not a doctor, I just play one on TV. And injuries can be more prominent at this age compared to your early 20s. And that medical update was brought to you by
Swan, ripe old age of 19, but he has been the story this year for Charleston Battery.
Before coming into tonight's match, he averaged a goal every 100 minutes. That's just under a goal a game.
Pretty efficient, I would say.
I think he could do better.
Won't be surprised if he does.
Let's raise the bar here. Well, both of these swoop players are very tired, Batista and Swan. Swan got the better of Batista on 2 occasions, with passes coming from Martinez for the first goal and the third.
Lucas Stauffer will depart. Got a change here. Harvey St. Clair will enter the fray.
Harvey St. Clair, the grizzled English defender.
And another change here. This one will go for Charleston Battery. A couple of changes as Malik Foster will depart. Wilmer Cabrera in for him. Wilmer spent plenty of time in El Paso.
He's a tricky winger. He can start from the outside and work his way in. He can play as a false 9, Cabrera.
despite the changes for FC Tulsa, just have not had any kind of material thrown towards Luis Zamudio and Charleston's goal.
Well, we just heard Coach Spencer demanding his team to push up and press. Don't sit back. But that's the fatigue factor we were talking about. With a 63% possession in the first half to Charleston. Tulsa were chasing shadows. Now they have to chase the game down 2 goals. The fatigue is starting to set in. And yes, they would love to follow their coach's instructions. But when you don't have any more gas.
Easer said that this one played through. Far side official with the flag up. Can't watch the match? Well, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
You know, the big question for Tulsa is, David,
what's that?
Do they have the eye of the tiger?
Oh boy, you are just crowbarring that in. Could appreciate that.
It's a classic. 4th of July coming up.
That's right.
It's going to be on TV.
The red, white, and blue 250th birthday.
Can't get more patriotic than Rocky IV, right? He goes to Russia.
That's right.
To fight the communists, right?
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago.
And he ends the Cold War.
He does. He does. With a 15-round slugfest.
That's right. Rocky IV is probably my favorite of.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack was amazing.
It's by Survivor, right?
I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, Survivor. I did my homework. I knew Rocky was playing Apollo tonight, so there you go. Oh.
This one glided through nicely. The defense in the back line. Easy enough to swipe away here in the 71st minute. The defending Western Conference champs from a league a year ago, surrendering 3 goals tonight. They came into this match only conceding 9 during the regular season.
If this score stays, the 2-2 in Alan, sorry, the beating Pittsburgh on penalties in the Prince Cup on Saturday,
yeah.
The 2-2 in Alan, and now a 3-goal cushion or 3-1 lead over Tulsa, the stingiest defense in the USL. I believe it's been a statement week for just Charleston team.
Ben Pierman did acknowledge to us this week that his group is confident. They're good. The season's long. They understand that. They must get better when it comes to playing on the road. You try to take care of business as much as you can at home. And they've done that. They've done that here. And they've done that all season. Unbeaten 7 matches this year across all competitions. Trying to push it to 8. No easy feat. Every time SC Tulsa tries to probe a little bit, something goes wrong.
Well, we just saw the ball handling exploits of Ian coming up on that far side, the Brazilian. He started the move, his cross. Medikar could not just pick out his man with a reverse pass. Everything just has to be so perfect when you're down 2 goals. The other team, of course, is sitting back securely to defend their 2-goal lead. So every pass has to be crisp.
Should be a booking. And Batista will get it.
That is going to leave a mark.
I mean, it's a professional foul, but he has to give one in that instance. And he acknowledges as much with Wilmer Cabrera picking himself off the deck with a little bit of help from Batista.
Yep, apologies from the big man. He was beaten. He was beaten in the first half as well, twice when Swan capitalized. This time out of position, ball comes around the press, and he has to take a chance and lunge. Cabrera gets past there. They're behind the back line. And all bets are off.
Outside the first goal that was scored, and it was oddly enough by FC Tulsa, it's been a fairly comfortable match for Charleston Battery.
Yes. And getting more and more comfortable as you speak.
Cabrera Taking his time going for goal. Emmanuel Icaza's a little heated right now. He was wanting that ball.
But as a coach, you don't mind that. Cabrera is one of those players, let's call that the landing strip, just to the right of the box or to the left of the box. Your skillful wingers, you want them to take that responsibility, David. You want them to get 1v1, get a shot off, or pick up a pass. It's okay for Cabrera to be a little one-track mind in that instance.
Palmouth slides it forward on the left-hand side. With Charleston in possession and in control of this thing. Got a player down for FC Tulsa away from the play. That's Logan Dorsey. He gets stepped on and then landed on. Dorsey receiving some poor ends here. We'll get a hydration break in the 74th minute.
Logan Dorsey just looks like he just lost a fight.
Oh, no. Oh boy, don't do it. Don't say it.
You saw the angle. You saw the angle. And I appreciate that.
I did. You telegraphed it, though.
I did. Picked my spot.
At the moment now, I get to take a look. The save of the match here in tonight's contest. All the way back to the first half with a bicycle kick that Luis Zamudio able to fight off here in this opening half.
What a bicycle kick. Let's begin with that by Batista from left center back. And then Zamudio, of course, alive to it. Good positioning. Made a hard save look easy. And this Tulsa team has 15 minutes. Let's just say you can't score 2 goals with 1 pass. You have to go after the first goal. So they have to get 1 in the next 10 minutes and then leave 5 minutes to try and get the second. Of course.
That save presented by Brown and Brown. Some more changes here for FC Tulsa. Nelson Pierre will come into the affair. Shots are 14-8 in favor of Charleston. But when you look at it closer in the second half, FC Tulsa has 3 shots, not a single one has been on target. Jimmy Weber's night is over with, and it does feel like for all intents and purposes, Luke Spencer's calling off the dogs, making the changes and just giving some guys some time now.
Well, he wants fresh legs up top. Understand Pierre is not only going to run into space with speed, he's also going to press the ball when Charleston are trying to bring the ball out to the back or slow the game down. That's the reason Pierre has been brought on. Pressing is just as important, David. The 10 final third entries compared to the 19 by Charleston. It just shows that because of Charleston's 2-goal cushion halfway through the first half, they could sit back and literally plug the passing lanes. So it's so much harder for Tulsa to get behind that Charleston backline.
Chance here, that shot goes tailing away, and look out. See Messer in the middle of all that. Looked like a violent approach, and our center referee, I don't believe even caught that.
Well, Nathan Messer didn't mess around. I mean, he just put his body on the line to make sure Spencer wants at least a free kick. He can't believe it.
And you see Sparks was in agony for a moment.
I don't think there was much in it. It was just a follow through from Messer's challenge. And he didn't get as much as you think of Sparks.
Excellent statement tonight for Charleston Battery if this score holds up or they extend it against the Western Conference champs a year ago. Even with their defense, they have been cracked 3 different times. And Charleston owned the first half, and they deserved it with their offensive prowess in the opening 45. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free. Download it today.
I played some eFootball before I came in.
Did you?
Yeah, fantastic.
What team were you?
I played this game. I played the Tulsa versus the Charleston Battery before the game, so I'll see who won.
Who did win?
Apollo won.
Oh, boy.
Apollo won the match. It was Charleston.
Now the question is, who were you?
Charleston.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, home side.
Sometimes the user gets beat by the CPU. It happens.
Not when you put it on easy.
Oh, that's how you play. Ikaza, good feed. It's 4-1. Wilmer Cabrera off the bench is on the board, and this thing's turned into a rout.
Well, he's usually known for pulling the strings in midfield. Ikaza finds himself on the byline, and he puts it on a platter for Cabrera, and the Colombian says, thank you very much. He ate that up like an empanada. This is Ikaza. He just turned on his man. He's so strong on the ball, David, and he puts it right in the path, in between the 2 defenders, in the corridor of uncertainty. Cabrera opening up his hips, finding the last post. 4-1. Good night. Good fight.
Emmanuel Ikaza's played himself an excellent ball game.
He was our featured player at the beginning of the match. He's the link between the midfield and the forwards. He's the link between the midfield and the defense. He's such an orchestrator, but he uses his body so well to hold the marker off, and then he can pick off his pass. Does it in midfield? Does it on the wing?
Life is so much easier for a head coach when he has a guy like Ikaza that can be maneuvering around the pitch like a joystick and have an impact offensively and defensively. And Ikaza's been that.
Yeah, he was pretty useful in
Alec Hughes in. Paumov's night is over with.
Look at him now. Look at him engaging now. Oh, he's everywhere.
Sniping around, he gets taken out. Back on the retreat, FC Tulsa trying to get themselves on the board. A shot that was partially deflected. Never made its way through target.
Uh-oh.
There's some transition moments again with a 2-on-1. Cabrera goes for a goal. Tambakis makes a kick save. Cabrera didn't pick a corner.
I tell you what, he had Alec Hughes storming forward. If he just passed it, Hughes would have a tap in. Understand Cabrera on his stronger left foot. Thought he could finish the play. Did a great job to cut on a dime to create some space, but boy, did he have Alec Hughes just steamrolling into the 18-yard box. He picked plan A rather than plan B. It didn't work out. But it was the first time that Tulsa attacked the edges of Charleston Battery on this near side, and they got behind the back line. The service wasn't very good. It got into Pierre's feet. He couldn't find the ball, and that's where the counterattack started. But Tulsa have been coming through the middle of the park most of the night and being stopped. They have not come around the sides with Stouffer and Robinson consistently.
We'll have our Fix-It 24/7 man of the match once this game comes to a pause and concludes for the night.
Oh.
Cold shoulder. Our center referee decided not to call a foul.
Well, rubbing is racing in Daytona 500. And that's 2 cars coming around the bend. And Alec Hughes just got put right up against the fence.
a great movie, Days of Thunder. Good reference. Jack Wayne will come in.
Jack Wayne, the academy player, and Alec Hughes, two young prodigies coming out of the Charleston Battery Orchestra.
Zion Saranga also coming in.
Speaking of academy player, so good to have these youngsters get a chance to play in big moments. Yes, it's only 8 to 9 minutes with time added, but you can't simulate this sort of intensity in practice.
Saranga is at the ripe old age of 18. He just turned 18 back on May the 1st. Pretty wild. Professional at 18, much like Colton Swan.
Now, this is a tough time for the night for Tulsa. Charleston in full control here, but look at the press though. But Coach Pierman has selected not only athletic players, but ball handlers in midfield for Charleston this year. So that's why their possession count is so high every match. They expect to have the ball. They are very comfortable under pressure.
Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Charleston has certainly finished with a strong close. FC Tulsa have been beaten and outclassed in every which way. And if you're Luke Spencer, it's a bit disheartening because his club has frankly been outworked.
12 goals now in 6 matches for Charleston. That's 2 goals a game they've been averaging. That is high octane.
It's only 1 week, so a lot of different things will be at stake. And Charleston and FC Tulsa make their way into the month of September, but we're a long way from that.
That is a back pass.
Cabrera.
Oh, it's not, it's offside. I'm sorry. Look, very much a back pass from here, but Cabrera was offside, and I think that was very fortunate for the defender.
USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches, expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazzo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Both clubs making a handful of changes.
Oh yeah, Ikaza just stopped that play.
After the turnover, the shot going for goals into the breadbasket of Zamudio, who hasn't been busy at all tonight.
First shot on target for this second half for Tulsa.
See for FC Tulsa what's at stake. They're in danger of losing for the first time, but their unbeaten run extended to 5 games until tonight. They've conceded the most goals during the USL Championship regular season here on the road in South Carolina.
Well, he's still not satisfied. He expects perfection. He wants his players to play the right way, despite the scoreline, whether they're up 4-1 or down 4-1. There's a certain standard that needs to be performed on the field.
Pretty wild. You look at it too, Ryan, that despite the fact that Charleston and FC Tulsa don't see each other a whole lot, Charleston's going to win for the 5th time in 6 matches. against FC Tulsa. They have dominated this relationship. Messer, line drive delivery, stays outside.
That was almost as good as Apollo's run in Rocky 1.
Oh boy.
He had a few runs on the trot before he faced Rocky. He was at least more than 5-0, I think.
You know, you're dating yourself. I bet you there's a lot of people out there that have not seen the original Rocky.
July 4th is coming up, everyone. Get your remote, put on EMC, and it's going to be a Rocky marathon, I think.
It's probably the case. A lot of people don't acknowledge Rocky 5.
Yeah, that was one of those, what do we call it? In Star Wars, you know, the first Star Wars, the episode 1.
Yeah.
Not episode 3, or 4 rather. Episode 1. That's what they consider episode 5 for Rocky.
Can't acknowledge Star Wars right now. Things have just changed a bit.
Yeah, so it went downhill. Went very Disney.
90th minute. Post-game show following up. We'll have stats and highlights. All of it full time. Logan Dorsey wants to head to the showers.
Should we have a Rotten Tomatoes segment?
Absolutely not. Might take us off the air.
Yep.
Shots are 7-4 in favor of Charleston Battery here in the second half. 15-10 for the game. And despite all that, FC Tulsa, which was down 2 goals entering the second half, they've trailed in possession in half number 2. And for the game, Charleston has owned possession 67% to 33. You look at every statistical category tonight, and it is covered by Charleston Battery. That is astronomical. This shot goes on goal. No, I beg your pardon. Zamudio with a proper read as it just sprinkles wide of the cage.
Well, that play was broken up right in front of the 18-yard box. I'm sure Coach Perman is not going to be happy here. Superb challenge. That was Saranga, the academy player.
Stoppage time brought to you by MUSC Health Sports Medicine. 5 minutes of added time to conclude this match. And now Ikaza in the middle of all this. No reason for that, especially if you're on the other end, and Sparks letting out some frustration.
And I understand his frustration. It was almost cynical, this challenge. He turns away from the challenge and just sticking a foot out, and you know those cleats threaded on him. And he's covered every blade of grass tonight, Ikaza. So he's a little fatigued and he's a little peeved. That was Harvey Sinclair, the English defender. With maybe the second best mustache on the FC Tulsa team, behind only Stouffer. Now, if you're FC Tulsa, understand this. The next 5 minutes, you're literally playing for the next match. You're trying to find some confidence, a spark, some sort of rhythm, something to talk about in the locker room on Monday morning at practice, rather than the drubbing. So it's imperative for them to have some sort of execution here in the next 3 minutes or so. Put some sequences together.
This insert won't work. Ikaza. For FC Tulsa after this, they return home against Monterey Bay on June the 17th.
Wow.
And for Charleston Battery, once they conclude tonight's festivities, 1 week from tonight, they'll be at Sporting Jacks. Kickoff time was at 7 o'clock Eastern, not 7:30 like it was today. transition here for the home side, as they want to continue to pour it on, and they will! Christopher Allen adds the tally, and a high five here for Charleston. This thing has gotten bad to worse for FC Tulsa.
Well, this time Cabrera chooses the right option. Christopher Allen makes the run all the way up from defensive midfield. Cabrera pulled out wide, made himself an option, and as he cut inside, Allen came around just in his peripheral, and Cabrera put it right in his stride. And what a finish, though, after covering so much ground. Here's Cabrera coming inside. He's seen Allen in his peripheral right there, right in stride, and look at the finish. Didn't even have to take a touch. That's a counter-attack for the Bucks.
Excellent finish, and Tambakis bludgeoned tonight. This route is eerily similar to what happened a couple years ago when Charleston Battery hammered FC Tulsa 4-1. Tonight, a 5-1 outburst. And then it has been a dominating performance for Charleston Battery. Keep in mind, they have scored 5 unanswered goals in this match. They trailed 1-0 early on after the goal from Remy Cabral in the 15th minute. And then Charleston Battery scored a minute later, got the go-ahead goal 2 minutes after that in the 18th minute. And then from there on, it has been all dominating all night for Charleston Battery. They have outclassed FC Tulsa in every which way.
Starting with possession, keeping the ball, taking it around, getting behind Batista on 2 occasions to open up this match. Robinson was left wanting on that left-hand side. Batista lost cover. Swan ran into that channel just behind Robinson. And to the left of the Batista at left centre-back. And he's made Tulsa pay twice, and that opened things up for Charleston tonight.
Charleston Battery has this game come to a conclusion. FC Tulsa, thankfully, having this thing come to a close, and they fall tonight. 5-1 is the final score. And for Ben Pierman's troops, this was an absolute mugging and a clinic for them. Teams will greet at midfield and shake hands. Take a look now at our tonight's Fix It 24/7 man of the match. Is this dude, Emmanuel Ikaza. Fantastic performance for Ikaza, setting up a goal, contributing with his own marker. He did it all tonight for the home side.
Well, they say 70% of the world is covered by water. The other 30% is covered by this man. Every blade of grass is covered. And when he gets the ball, he can create. He has a fantastic touch. And he's always looking to share and find space for others. Easy choice, man of the match.
Congratulations to Emmanuel Ikaza and Charleston Battery. A convincing performance. 5-1 the final score. 5 straight goals after falling behind 1-0. The post-game show right around the corner. Stats and highlights and all that and then some. Don't go anywhere.
Playing for an ultra?
We're playing for ultras. Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
We've always been heads up about money, but sometimes life throws you a curve, like juggling college for our son and what it might take to help my dad if he needs it. He's always been there for us. Our region's Greenprint plan helped us feel more prepared for whatever comes next. And Mike went the extra mile for us with great advice. We feel like we've got this.
Extra confidence from Greenprint. Extra know-how from our people. Extra is our ordinary at Regions.
When you scan the Spinks app and buy this, and this, you save big at the pump on that. Plus, save an additional 10 cents off per gallon when you use Extras Pay in the Spinks app.
People who love delicious fresh fried chicken know the restaurant with the crispiest, juiciest out there isn't a typical restaurant at all. Taste the hand-breaded southern fried surprise for yourself.
Spinks, making life easier.
Put a bow on this thing as Charleston Battery wrapping up Emmanuel Kaza, the man of the match. Taking some pictures, signing some autographs. 5-1 outcome for Charleston Battery. Let's take a look now at full-time highlights and some stats. Ryan, take it away.
Just a blip on the radar to start the match. And Martinez was left wanting, chasing Cabral. And look at this.
And that's how this game ends. A 5-1 outcome. Shots, possession, chances, opportunities, all favoring one side. It was Charleston Battery. They were much better.
Possession, and then you add the shots on target, means that your possession has been productive. You've been getting behind the back line, on top of the 18-yard box, or in the 18-yard box. That tells the story, those two stats. Charleston Battery, 10 out of 10 tonight, attacking-wise.
Charleston Battery improved their record to 6-4-2 overall, good for 20 points. They're in third position in the Eastern Conference. For FC Tulsa, their record falls to 4-3-4. They have 16 points and in fourth in the Western Conference. For my broadcast partner, Ryan Davis, I'm David Gascon. Hope you enjoyed this one. Emmanuel Kaza, goal and assist. Charleston Battery win it. 5-1's the outcome. Have a good weekend, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.